Good morning from Montrose Old St Andrew's Church, and welcome to our short thought for the day. Perhaps it doesn't often come up in conversation. Possibly we never speak openly about it. But a lot of people do rather like the thought that at certain points in their life they felt close to God. Please don't be embarrassed about it. Deep down, I believe we're intended to relate to God, to be touched by his love. And if we're open to God, to allow him to speak into our lives and change them for the better. However, I realise that most people don't go round thinking about that at every moment. Life is busy and full of challenges, and right now, all the more so. So while an ongoing awareness of God's presence and openness to him is worth striving for, most of us are much more likely to think of a special time, possibly several special times, when we have felt God particularly close. Possibly that was up a mountain, like Peter, James and John, climbing, experiencing the beauty of nature, just walking. Or in another special place, not necessarily a church or religious place, but somewhere significant to you, where you were able to be at peace and sense God close. Or it might have been with a particular person or group, folk you trust, who accept you as you, and who've made it easier for you to encounter God. It's different for different people. Some will feel at peace, some will sense a tingling, some will hear God speak or put clear thoughts, often of love or assurance, in their minds. For some, it will be an overwhelming sense of God's love or forgiveness. For some, it will be quite simply knowing that God is there and loves them, with no special feeling or outward signs at all. For some, it might be right in the middle of some ordinary, everyday event, at work, just knowing God with you, supporting, or with family, doing what families do, but being aware that God is with you all in it. And that's important, because God isn't restricted to marvellous spiritual encounters like the disciples had, seeing Jesus in glory on the mountaintop. He has promised that he will be with us always. And for me, that means he wants to be part of every area of our lives, the down-to-earth routine times, as well as those when we seek him out for something special. Yes, worship is important, and prayer and service all open up possibilities for encounter with God. But he's there for us even in the most routine moments, our daily work, our eating, when we exercise, when we're resting, thinking. It all has the potential for us encountering God if we're open to him. So, please don't restrict meeting with God to a once-in-a-blue-moon occurrence. Be open to sensing God in the ordinary, and he can make that wonderful. It is for all of us, not just the special few. Thanks for joining us. May the Lord bless you. Amen.